Howdy, y'all. So, um, getting right into it. Look what I found. I was watching a podcast, a certain special one, and they were talking about like brain function and whatnot, and like trying to repair the brain. And the only thing I couldn't buy at the grocery store was a hyperbolic chamber. So, but I got 2 out of 3, and I'm hoping to turn some things around with this. Some prevention, because I looked up all the benefits that these vitamins have in fish oil, and in part what they were mentioning in that podcast with Mel Gibson on the GRE. And then recently I heard that my uncle lost vision in his left eye, and my father has lost vision in both his eyes. And one of the big differences between like me and like my family is like I try to be proactive and try to get ahead of an issue before it becomes an issue. And I feel like they take a very different approach. And it's like they'd rather just wait until it happens and then be like, oh, shucks. And then just like complain and cry about it. And then just like that way they have something to complain and cry about. It's like what they like to do. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like that. I don't like being like that. That's not me. I want to try to, yeah. So, what am I thinking? Recently, like, I'm still drinking a lot, in which I'm not like, that's probably like my biggest thing still, even after all these years, that I would like to move away from. But, man, I don't know, I worry about like just falling apart, like just being helpless. I don't know, like, I don't want to be helpless. I don't want to be powerless. Like, that's just not my... it's the worst feeling in the world. Like, I think it stems back from childhood, where, like, I was powerless and helpless, and I couldn't do anything about it. And, And like, in just seeing like these adults that are still like that from back when to now, and they just are still that way. I'm like, ugh, no. And it's like, now I can do something about it. Like, I can actually make effort, I can make decisions to like alter that course and that's what I would like to do. My financial situation isn't that good. My bills are paid. I think a lot of people are struggling though. So thankfully, like, I have a roof over my head, I've clothes on my back, I have food in my belly. Like, it could be worse. So I guess I can't complain too much. But it could be better. So, I don't owe anyone any exorbitant amount of money or anything. So that's good. Oh man, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, just the whole thing with like the family thing, like, because they all just seem to be affected by like health issues. But on the contrary, like, same thing with like them like losing teeth. Like, I'm like the only one with like all my teeth. And then I think back on it, it's like, I don't think I've ever seen one of them ever brush their teeth before. Like, or heard them brush their teeth, or say they're gonna go brush their teeth. And then now that I think about it, like, any of the stuff that's like in their medicine cabinet, whatever, I don't think it's ever been touched. Like, it just all looks untouched. Where it's like me, like, I'm constantly like getting a new toothbrush, and like I'm brushing my teeth every day. Like, I'm going through my toothpaste. Like, whereas theirs, like, it's all old and just sits there, and I don't know. I still have all my fucking teeth. Like, I try to make some kind of attempt to like take care of myself. Like I go to the gym. None of them I've never heard of any of them going to the gym. Not once. I'm pretty sure I've been to the gym more in the past week than all of them combined in their entire lives. So, and I think that's why like we don't like necessarily get along and see eye to eye. You know, that they really like being victims and having reasons to complain about things. And that's just not my style. Like, if I get myself in a situation, I don't know, so I'm like, fuck, that was me. I take full accountability, and I fucking own it. Whereas, like, these, I don't know. It's weird. It gets lonely, though, I guess. It gets pretty lonely. But, I don't know. Could be worse, I guess. Another thing I guess I could talk about is I was working my other job, and this guy, I worked with him 2 or 3 times, and one of the times I worked with him, like everyone else was cool, like we help each other like bust our tables, we help like it's cool, like we've conversed, like we've, you know, bonded a little bit, like, you know, like it's cool. But then this dude, like, he's just like super standoffish and like real pouty and sassy, and oof, I'm just, I can't stand men like that. I want to fucking slap them. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but I'm gonna say something super controversial, and I believe in violence, selective violence. I believe it can solve problems at times. Yeah. So, but this dude. So anyway, I kind of just stuck to myself. I would just sit there and just be in my own world. I was like, you don't want to converse or say what's up or how's it going? Like, I feel like he's just one of those fucking crybabies, you know, kind of like some other people I was just talking about. And I just can't fucking stand them. People that just sit there and whine and cry. And I just fucking, oh my God, especially when it could have been fucking prevented. Like, I get it. Like, if you went through some shit and it was unfortunate, but then like at the end of the day, it's like, well, what are you going to do to fucking like make it better? You know what I mean? Like, but like people just like wallowing in that shit with every problem in their life. Like, I definitely do it too in some aspects, but some aspects, like, bro, you just gotta fucking pick yourself up and like keep it pushing. You know, like this. Anyway, this dude, like I said, we're kind of like avoiding each other. Like we're both like, I don't know. I was standing firm. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna talk to this motherfucker, dude. So anyway, I'm standing there. I'm kind of just like, I'd rather stare at the fucking floor or the fucking out the window or at the ceiling than fucking trying to make small talk with this fucking clown. So he comes up to me and he's like, have you ever, like, what exactly did he say? I forget verbatim, but something along the lines of, how fucked up it is that like girls move on so quickly. And I was like, and yeah, I agree. That's actually like a huge one for me. That one fucking tears me apart, and that's like the one thing where I am pretty fucking sensitive on. And so I don't know. So we're talking a little bit, and I try to like be rational about it, and I try to like, yeah, again, bond with him. I was like, bro, I'm the same way. Like, I mean, I get sensitive about it too, and whatever. And but I don't know. I try to like offer solutions and shit, but I think he's just like, he just wants to cry about it, you know. Like when I tell someone some shit, like I want some solutions. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone just like fucking like pander to my emotions. You know, like I'm not looking for that. I'm like, what can I do to get over it? Like I'm trying to be like past it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to carry this with me to the next day. Even though like that's a big one and whatever. It's kind of funny. It's not funny. It's just like, because part of me is like, bro, you just gotta fucking brush yourself off. You know what I mean? Like, keep it fucking pushing. I don't know, because like we're talking about like females and stuff. I was like, bro, you gotta like rid yourself of like this fucking fairy tale and that like you're gonna be Prince Charming and you're gonna have this beautiful fucking relationship and everything gonna be fun. Like, none of them are like that, bro. Not one. All of them seek attention from other males. All of them have fucking other guys. All of them this, that, and this. He's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I was like, I know I'm fucking right. I don't want to be right, but I am. But even so, fucking listen, dude. Like, take this in. Like, really fucking think about it. Like, really chew on what I'm saying. Oh yeah, huh? The only fucking, like, the only time you're gonna get a girl to stick around for you and, like, do everything that you're fucking talking about and that you're wanting is if you're a complete fucking idiot, which the guy isn't. You know what I mean? Like, he's too smart for his own fucking good, you know, which is something I've been told as well. So, like, if you just act like a fucking idiot, like, everything will be fine. I was like, if that's what you want, like, you have to be dumb, bro. Like, you have to be fucking... You have to be so dumb and like a puppy, like she just fucking forgives you. She's like, he's too stupid, he can't help himself. You know? That's what you gotta be like, bro. Like, what are you thinking? Like, that's why these girls don't fucking hit me back up after the fact. You know what I mean? Because like I like my ego. It's my ego, and I fucking totally fucking let them know how fucking smart I am. I'm onto their shit and fucking. I feed into my ego more than fucking me wanting to like keep them around. But then part of me is like, what the fuck am I trying to like keep around? You know what I mean? Like, it's all just come and go. You know what I mean? Like, it's all fucking. What am I fighting for? I don't know. Since getting like wiser and more hip to all this shit, like it's definitely like hurt me more. So I don't know. Yeah, I think I just need to play dumb more often. In my own shit. So I tried telling this guy, and I don't know, it was okay conversation. I'm not gonna say it was great or bad, middle of the road, I guess. And I was just trying to, and then after the fact, bump fists, move on with the day. Like, bro, like, I'm sure, like, you have enough fucking problems in your life, and I know I have enough in mine. Like, I'm not trying to make you another one. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to be another one in your life. Like, what's good? Like, what can we do? But some people just love being fucking angry and just fucking pissed off at the world, and fucking, people just love being the victim too much, that they just fucking, they'd rather just keep me, not just me, but you know what I mean? Like, that's just how they can be. And then and then when I try to bring like that ideology, like I just mentioned beforehand, I can actually control and change my life and do things better. Oh no, I don't want to hear that. You're shaking my entire belief system. How do I get to play the victim card if I take accountability? Yeah, that's why we don't hang out. It's weird. I don't know. There's some people like you. I mean, I could see them for like once a year, every 6 months, maybe. Hey, how's life? For like half a day, maybe. Even then, it's like, ooh, that's almost too much. And sometimes it is too much. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I gotta keep pushing. So, what else? I don't know. I think the big thing is like I just gotta figure out what's next for me. Like I've had definitely enough time. I've been doing this for damn near 6 months, and I've just been drinking. Like, that's all I'm doing is just fucking drinking and eating and drinking, eating, gaining weight, and fucking just making my situation worse. And every day I'm like, well, I'll do it tomorrow. But now I'm like, I'm broke. Like, I have no fucking money. Like, so what am I doing? Like, the money I do make, like, it's not fucking going. Ah, damn it. Totally forgot why I called. Whatever. So anyway, yeah, like, yeah, sorry. Like, I just remember, like, I just got the phone with my grandma because, like, I wanted to give her my new P.O. box. But then she told me, like, family members were there, and I was like, Not the biggest fan. It's funny because like they'll sit there and be like, they'd be like, oh, so and so don't talk anymore. Yeah, but it's like, but why? Like, why don't they talk? Well, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Like, something's going on. There's some sort of fucking issue at hand. What do you mean you don't know? Well, I don't know. Like, they just get, they're so... for lack of a better word, dumb. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to be, like, heartfelt about it. I'm trying to be sensitive or whatever, but at some point it's just like they're like afraid of not just confrontation or conflict, but they're just afraid of even the idea of constructing a resolution. You know, they're just it's completely absent. Like they can't do it, won't do it. Like I said, I don't know. I think they're just too comfortable being a victim. Yeah, I think it's more than just like they like being a victim. I think they're just too comfortable with it. And I don't know. Like after being like I guess I technically am still a drug addict, but like depending on who you ask. But like after like being in my shit, being at my lowest low in January, what was that, 9 years ago? I just like, fuck this, dude. Like I gotta turn things around. Like is this really the fucking best I can do? Is this really like it? And I really strongly attribute like who I was brought up around, that like why I felt that way. And then at some point, like I was just like, you know, I'm fucking better than this. Fuck this shit. God, I'm fucking better than this. I'm better than fucking you know, this drug shit. I'm better than fucking crying all the time. Better than fucking... Fuck yeah, I am. And then when like anytime I try to like exude that, like they would just put me back down. All the time. Always put me down. Always. And yeah, I mean, like, and does it matter like why they do it? I mean, you could say like they're being malicious. You could say that's how they were brought up. You could, I mean, whatever the fucking reason. But like they're just always putting me down. So it's like, well, obviously I just have to fucking excuse myself. You know, I just I have to fucking distance myself, which I have. But then now I fucking still think about it all the day. And I guess I'm thinking a lot. I'm trying to fucking come to the conclusion or realization as to why. And I will say, after living in my car, like, I do think a lot more. And I think, to some degree, I've just been stuck in a thought loop where I just, you know, well, fuck. And then I drink and eat and fuck. But in reality, like, I think I just need to, like, come to terms with it. I just need to be like, oh, that's what it is. That's what's going on. Weeds definitely helped me with that. It's definitely affected my perception, you know. But I don't know. I need the next best thing for me. Like I would really like to have like a girlfriend. Like I think I'm over this shit. It does hurt me a little bit that I can't just like pop out of it right away, but I guess it gives me something to fight for. It gives me something to set some goals in place and to fucking start achieving some shit. Cause this can't be it. Like it's been an experience. It's been an experience. Let's just say that. But I think I'm on the cusp of realizing what needs to come next. And it's funny just like listening to my grandma talk, not only about like the health concerns, because she's like, well, Nick, just don't worry about it until you're 50. What? No. I'm not gonna fucking wait. Just sit around and wait until shit goes bad, until like I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do now? No, prevention is the best fucking or maintenance is fucking cheaper than repair. You know, like I'm not gonna drive something until it fucking breaks down. No, I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna maintenance. Like, I'm gonna try and fucking do something beforehand. And then the same thing, we're talking about the LA fires, because those are going on as we speak. Today's, what, the 9th? January 9th? 2025? So it's like, I try to talk to her about that, and she's just like, oh, I just wish it would rain. And I'm like, see, that's the thinking. That's the difference. It's like me, I'm like, yeah, did you hear that the fire hydrants are fucking dry? Did you hear that this is going on? It's because of this, and like this is going on. She doesn't know about any of that shit. All she can sit there and say, I just hope it rains. Love her to death. But fuck, she's just not good at giving advice. And like, and that was my problem for so long, is I didn't know who else to look up to, and I didn't have much of anyone else to look up to. And I would look up not just to her, but like those in surrounding, and they all just gave really bad advice. They all just, I mean, horrific advice. No wonder they're all fucking struggling. And I'm sorry, but they're all poor and negative and just not people I like to be around. They just don't match my personality. Like, I'm just, and it's weird that they, I don't know, dude. They're fucking weird. I guess you could say, well, they didn't know better. But then, whatever. I don't know. I'm not, the point is, now that I'm away, now that I'm where I'm at, and pushing forward, and putting myself in this predicament where I'm at, like, it feels good to know that, like, I can take care of myself, that I can, like, make things happen. You know what I mean? Like, and on this, but like, it's like my family members going blind and shit, and they're all, oh, woe is me, and da, da, da. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, well, shit, I don't want that to happen. And then I can just I do a Google search that takes me fucking, 60 seconds, and then I see this vitamin that can, like, help with, your eyes, and then I go to the grocery store and I buy it. What a concept! Oh my god! So, I think that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna, yeah. What's tomorrow? I got court tomorrow. I gotta change some things. It's at 9 a.m. I ain't wearing my fucking suit. That's for sure. You're gonna park right there, aren't you? Yup. Yeah, so, I don't know, I got court. And yet another thing, that I don't mind facing things head on. Like, I think that's the difference between them and I. And a lot of people. Like, I have no problem getting uncomfortable. Because, like, because I'm like, well, there's a solution on the other side of this to where you never have to feel it again. You just have to get a little more uncomfortable. But then people would avoid that at all costs and rather just sit in the shit, instead of, like, having to fucking walk out of it, I don't know. Weird. But, yeah, I'll end with that. Probably upload this because it's been a while since I've uploaded one. But, like I said, I'm definitely seeing that, like, I think there's something I can do. There's got to be something I can fucking do. And, get creative if I have to, if need be, so.